Yo. Yeah, this is your boy Dr. IBZ. This is the IVP with Dr. IBZ. Hold on. The Imperfect Van Podcast, episode 115. Where are my air horns, man? Can't start without my air horns, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody listening. Shout out to all the viewers, all the listeners, everybody. Thank y'all. Hope everyone's having a good week. Amazing time. It's treacherous out here. It's fucking bullshit. But hey, what can we do? We gotta keep moving. Gotta keep on up. And gotta keep it moving. Alright. So there's a lot of things going in, you know what I'm saying? We can go in on a lot of things, right? But let's address the elephant in the room. Chris Rock dropped his special. Now, I managed to get it bootleg, you know what I'm saying? So I was listening to it bootleg style. And it was all right. Like, I think I listened to about 40 minutes of it. And he was talking about wokeness and he was talking about the Meghan Markle shit. That was kind of funny. He's like, these guys were the original racists. You know, that was kind of funny. He's like, yo, black people and white people wondering how dark your kid was going to come out. You know, like that. Yeah, it was, people were trying to say like the reviews, people were trying to say oh, I wasn't laughing like that. It wasn't that funny. And I'm just like, hey, it was good. You know what I mean?
Dude, what the fuck?
It was good. It was funny. It was good. He did it live too. So imagine doing that shit live. That was the first time it's been done where I think the first time. Usually it's filmed live, and then if there's a little mess up there, they edit it out. But this time he did it live. There's one fumble, and we all came, for the Will Smith part. That's what we all were there for. We were there for the Will Smith part. Now, if he went in first, everyone was like, I wasn't laughing, because people were expecting him to talk about Will Smith right off the jump. Yo, let me talk about, no, he wasn't going to do that. The reason why he wasn't going to do that, I believe the reason why he wasn't going to do that is because if he talked about it first, no one's going to give a frick about the rest of it. No one's going to care about the rest of it. So if you do not care about the rest of it, and you only care about that certain portion of the stand-up special, he's going to save it for last. He's going to give you his overall material that he's been building for a year or so. Now on top of that, he has the Will Smith thing that he's going to add in there too. Now, the Will Smith part, I got a clip. I think I got it on Twitter. Hold on. Let me like this so I don't lose it. So, he starts it off by saying, well, Will Smith was mad at me and I ain't getting no entanglements. And then he goes off like this.
Was fucking her son's friend, okay? Now, I normally would not talk about this shit. But for some reason, these niggas put that shit on the internet.
You know what I mean?
I have no idea why two talented people would do something that fucking low down. What the fuck? We all been cheated on. Everybody in here have been cheated on. None of us have ever been interviewed by the person that cheated on us on television.
Dude, what the fuck?
None of us. It's like, hey, I was sucking somebody else's dick. How did that make you feel? Why the fuck would you do that shit? She hurt him way more than he hurt me. Okay? And by the way, he does that shit. Everybody in the world calls him a bitch. I tried to call the motherfucker and give him my condolences. He ain't pick up for me. Everybody called that man a bitch. Fucking Charlemagne called him a bitch. The Breakfast Club called him a bitch. And The View and The Talk.
Lord
and every
Jesus.
rapper and fucking the Drink Champs.
I fell down to my knees when the law came.
Everybody called him a bitch. They called his wife a predator. Everybody called him a bitch. And who's he hit? Me. A nigga he know he could beat. That is some bitch ass shit.
And then he goes, now I just watch Emancipation just to watch him get whooped. Have me rooting for Massa. That's basically what he said. So that was the funniest part of the whole stand-up because that's what we came for, right? And he went in. He had a lot of good points. It was fucking hilarious. I thought it was jokes. I don't know why people are saying it wasn't funny. I didn't even laugh once. Da, 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 da. It's stand-up. You're supposed to sit there and enjoy the show. Now, personally, I think I'd give it like a B. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't Chris Rock's best stand-up, but it was funny. Like, he was cursing and shit. Like, he was going off. You know what I mean? And I like that. Like, he was showing that, you know, like, what's it called? Outrageous? Something like that. So I like that. He did his thing, man. I like how he went in on Will Smith, on the fact that, yo, this guy's bigger than me and he slapped me. Everyone's calling your wife, all these words, and you're not doing anything. You're gonna get mad at me over a joke. And then, what else happened? He goes, what else did he say? He goes in. I think it's like a 10-minute clip of him just going in on Will Smith, and I just feel like he needed to let that shit out, and the world needed to see it. People are like, it's been a year. Why didn't you say anything now? And I get the current climate where when shit happens, you drop it the moment it happens, or you reply the moment it happens, or you... Nah, but he had to work the material, get the deal done, get some money off of that. Especially if you are Chris Rock. If I'm Chris Rock and a scandal happened or some shit happened to me, and people are paying for me because they want to hear what I have to say, because you're a stand-up comedian. People want to hear what you have to say, especially when you're going through something. Well, guess what? It's worth money. So if I was him, let's get this money. You know what I'm saying? Let's get this shmoney. Hold up, guys. Shit, my nose is bothering me. Yo. But yeah, let's get this money. I just feel like his wife set him up for failure. You know what I mean? Like, if you look back at it, to let Will sit there and be interviewed by her, like, that shit was crazy. And this is when I just started the pod too. Like, you know, no sound effects, no nothing. This is when I just started the pod. This is when this came out, the slap, everything. I remember this. I even went in. I think I did like a video on it. I think I did. Hold on. I had a reaction to the slap. This is today's episode. We don't play that shit.
Wow.
Oh, let me see that again. You know what I mean? Like, I reacted to it. This is just the unedited footage.
Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me.
You know what I mean? So, a lot of people are tweeting like Chris Rock should get slapped again and blah, blah. And I'm just like, you guys need to just be quiet, sit back, and enjoy the show. It was funny. It was entertaining. It was funny. He did his thing, man. We can't just be out here like, you know, like, oh, we should have done better. It should have been funnier. Yes, indeed. It could have been hilarious. Way funnier. But guess what? That's not what happened. That is not what happened. So, I don't know what you guys were expecting from him, yo. He did his thing. He made his bag. Let him leave, you know what I'm saying? Let him do his thing. So, Chris Rock is out the way. We had to establish that was the elephant in the room. You know what I mean? Now, Jadakiss had some words to say.
Saying they wrong for this. We just blaming it on the kids. So like my brother Styles said, he don't like to just put all the blame on this young artist because The radio stations are making them the top songs of the playlist, and the labels are still signing. They even got it, they putting out life insurance on these young kids now.
Wow.
The labels, because they're gambling on you to do some dumb so they can profit after you die. So this is getting ridiculous onto these.
That's crazy. I heard about this, but I didn't really know that it was an actual thing. But now that Jadakiss said it, damn, bro. So you're telling me in these streets that artists, like, I know they're promoting this music, the violence and all this shit, but that's what everyone likes to listen to, especially when you're young. The younger generation, you know, we're out for blood. Like, we like to listen to things like that. And even if we're not living that life, we like to live vicariously through them. You know what I mean? Because we're like, yo, that's ill, bro. What? He did what? Yo, Dirk did what? Yo, NBA Youngboy did what? He said what? We like that. Especially as young men, you know, coming up, we're like, you know, we like hearing that type of shit. But end of the day, man, it is not good. Because these artists now, most of them are actually doing the shit. Back in the day, if they were doing it, they weren't talking about them doing it. You know what I mean? But nowadays, the niggas that are street niggas, they're in the studio too now. So they're actually doing the shit that they're rapping about. That's why niggas is getting caught up. Shit's going on. Because the game said it the best. The game thought the rap game was real. So he thought everything was real about rap. He thought that if I'm beefing with this guy, it's beef no matter what forever. And then he'll see them talking and laughing at each other even though they're supposed to be beef. And, like, it's fake. You know what I mean? Or a nigga might seem like he's a gangster, like he's bout it, but you see him in real life in person, he's not really bout it. That's just a persona, a character. You know what I mean? So it's like a Charleston White, like a character. So we can totally understand why, right? Why people used to do that back in the day, right? And then when you get found out that you're not really like that, you get outed, whatever. But a lot of them, you know, a lot of people are chilling. Then a whole new wave came where, like, you know, the backpacker wave came. And then after the backpacker wave came, obviously, since we went all the way left, we're going to go all the way right now, where it's murder, murder, kill, kill, kill. We're back to what was going on in, like, the early 2000s to the late 2000s. Most of the bars were about murder, murder, kill, kill. You know what I mean? Then you have the 2010s. People were grooving and shit. And then, you know, and then you have the drill era came in like 2012, right? But it was mostly Chicago that were doing that music. And then by 2016, 2017, it turned into like a global thing, right? So that's literally what hip hop is, right? So we had like the backpackers, the mumble rap, and then it turned to the street shit, to the complete street shit, you know? So like these labels are like, yo, these niggas is dying, they're dropping like flies. Might as well drop a health insurance on them, make money off their posthumous album, and get a couple mil from the life insurance policy that we're paying out anyways. Because if you think about it, you're out here, you're gonna be doing this dumb shit anyway. So if you die, boom, we get a return on our investment. And if you go to jail, we don't really get a return on our investment. The only thing we can do is drop like some of your music. So they have to drop music while they're in the bin or whatever. Push Shiesty dropped like a tape. You have to drop music. You have to do something. You can't do shows anymore, so it's not like you can make money, right? So you have to do something for the label so that they can feel like you're still valuable. When Bobby Shmurda came out of prison, he was still I think he was still signed to like Epic, and you know what I mean? So he still had a label with him. And the moment he left, now look what's going on with Bobby Shmurda. I think Bobby Shmurda waited too long to get hot to when he came back. Rowdy Rebel, the moment this nigga came out the bin, I'm in the studio, I'm everywhere. He was ready. Like he probably like a few months before he knew he was gonna get released, maybe a year before, he probably started writing every day, writing, making tunes, writing. And then to the point where, you know, he comes out the bin, boom, he's just releasing banger, drops a whole album. Bobby tries to do the same formula, it does not work out. So now Bobby's trying to do other things, right? And I shout out to Bobby, he's a 94 baby, so hopefully everything works out for him. But like, yo, Roddy Rebel, he's he beat you in the music game, man. It's nothing. Like, let's be real about it. Roddy Rebel beat, like, he surpassed Bobby Shmurda. Like, he surpassed, not like, you know what I mean? Like, there's nothing that we could do about it, but he surpassed him. So, anyways, that's that on about, and it's kind of weird, like, how labels think that, like, it's just weird how labels do that. Like, they're banking on you to, like, yo, if he dies, we get money. If he's in jail, we're still making money off his streaming. He can't do anything, so we're making more money, basically. We're still gonna make our money. If he drops a tape, people are gonna miss him out there. Boom, more streams. It's gonna boost his streams and his old streams. We're still gonna make money. We'll sign the next guy. He'll come out. If his buzz is still there, we'll renegotiate a contract. If his buzz is not there, then we're not even gonna deal with him. Drop your last tape and get the hell out of here. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's probably what happened to Bobby. And Bobby's like, you know, I'm just gonna be independent, do my own thing. But that's not working out. He started dropping like Hoochie Daddy and like all these like I'm fucking bitches song. Rowdy Rebel just kept the same vibe. You know what I mean? He kept the same vibe. He's speaking in code. He kept the same vibe. This nigga's like, nah, man, I'm out here getting pussy, and so I'm just gonna talk about pussy the whole time. Sorry, guys. Sorry, we talk about girls the whole time. Girls, having sex. Girls. And then his voice sounded different. So when he would rap, his voice sounds way different than how it used to. Like his voice used to sound like more like amped. Like now when he's rapping, it sounds like he's switching his voice up, like he's trying to like do something different. And it's like, bro, rap the way you rap. Rap what made you hot. Make those bangers, bro. We don't need those 4-minute tracks, those 5-minute tracks. Make a quick 2-minute banger and keep it moving. What he should have done is drop singles. The moment you got out of prison, he should have dropped the first day out. But this guy waited months to drop music. Everyone was waiting for you to drop music. If you drop music the moment you got out, it does not matter how good the music was. It would have went boom. You know what I mean? But you decided to wait. We waited, and then you dropped some bullshit, and then people were like, nah, I don't know about this. There's only like one song that I like, the one with Quavo, and that was about it. So, like, I don't get it. I don't know why he did that, but it's weird. It's weird to me. I think of that it's weird. Billie Eilish, apparently, well, this is not true, but I was on Twitter and I'm scrolling on Twitter and I'm like, all right, so I read Billie Eilish says being poor. I wish I was still broke or still poor because being poor looks cute and fun. Now I was joking around on Twitter, but you know what I mean? I was like, why would she say that? Cute and fun. That's not funny, you know what I mean? But I got duped. It was a fake tweet. It wasn't real. It was a fake article. It wasn't real. So I got cheesed. I was like, yeah, what the hell? So I'm here to say this. Hey, yo, guys, don't fall for these articles. Do your research before you even react. Now you got to do research before you react. Unless, you know what I mean? Because I was going to go in on her. I'm like, cute and fun. What are you talking about? But then I'm like, wait, she was broke before. She would never say that ever. If you were broke before, you're never going to be like, oh, being broke is cute and fun. If anything, you're going to be like, I never want to be that again. You know what I mean? So I don't get why someone said that. I think because it might sound like she might say some shit like that, but that kind of pissed me off. You know what I mean? Because I was like, yo, like, you guys made me feel like something happened when nothing happened. You know what I mean? Anyways. So I really don't understand why that people are faking stuff. It's just like people are faking this. What the F facts, right? Genghis Khan killed so many people that the earth began to cool. 40 million people were wiped off the planet. Vast areas of farmland were reclaimed by forests, and carbon levels dropped significantly. Someone is like, who was measuring carbon levels in the 1200s? He's like, LOL, stop it. And that's like, yo, these guys are legit. Like, all they're doing is just
cap.
Like, legit. Yes, if you want to be scientific and you want to be and you want to put it in technical terms, yes. If you think about it, yes. There's less human beings on Earth. Yes, the carbon footprint is less. Like we understand that. But why would that be? That's not a fact because no one was calculating that. So how can that be a fact if it's not calculated? There's no evidence of it. And how do you know that? What if the carbon levels were different? Everyone was burning fire back then to stay warm. Fire was light. There's no electricity. So imagine, you know what I mean? You can't really say that. I don't know. Like, you can't really say that. Think about it. Anyways, all I hear is
cap.
So, a bunch of cap on the internet. You know what I mean? We got another topic. So a BC cannabis company. Sorry guys, BC cannabis company. Okay, let's go. BC cannabis company. BC cannabis. I don't know why I keep saying that. Company. They got approved. So they got approved to produce and sell cocaine. A BC company says it has approval from Health Canada to include cocaine as a substance the company can legally possess, produce, sell, and distribute. Adastra Labs in Langley said it has been granted an amendment to its dealer license and interact with up to 250 grams of cocaine, nearly 9 ounces, to import coca leaves to manufacture and synthesize the substance. It said it received its approval from Health Canada on February 17th. Harm reduction is critically important and mainstream topic, and we're staying at the forefront of drug relations across the board. Adastra CEO Michael Forbes said in a release, "We proactively pursued the amendment to our dealer's license to include cocaine back in December 2022. We will evaluate how the commercialization of the substance fits in with our business model and Adastra in an effort to position ourselves to support the demand for a safe supply of cocaine." Forbes said it has an extensive experience working on the front lines of addiction medicine, as he was previously a pharmacist at multiple methadone pharmacies. He also piloted a needle exchange program at the direction of Center for Disease Control and Prevention around a decade ago. The company said it also possesses, produce, sell, and distribute up to 35 ounces of psilocybin. Psilocybin, psilocybin, and psilocin, psilocin, whatever the hell that is. What is that? What is that? Let me. What is that? Psilocybin, and then here we go. We got science shit with Eves. It's a substituted traptamine alkaloid, and a serotonergic psychedelic substance. So it's a drug. It is present in most psychedelic mushrooms together with its phosphorylated counterpart psilocybin. Is Schedule 1 drug under the Convention Substances Wikipedia. Psychotropic. Oh, so it's what's in shrooms. Oh, so they can sell shrooms and shit. The things that gets you high off shrooms, that drug, they have that. Okay. All right. See, we're learning things today. You know what I'm saying? We are learning, reading Rainbow. Take a look. Here we go. And then on Thursday, Global News asked BC Premier David Eby for his thoughts on Health Canada's decision to make the amendment of the Langley-based lab. Eby was shocked to hear the news. The short answer is that I was astonished by this announcement. I understand that this company has indicated Health Canada is giving some kind of authorization. It's not part of our provincial plan. If Health Canada did in fact do this, they did not only without engaging with the province, but they did it without notice to us. We will get answers for the British Columbians about this. This is not part of our initiative. We will make sure British Columbians get the answer they deserve about this. And then whatever. Calvin Falcon said they spoke about whatever. This is on Thursday. So basically, the company is excited about selling cocaine on the streets out here, man. They're about to sell cocaine, but only in BC. And if this works, it's gonna be Canada wide, right? So a BC company, they're getting cocoa leaves imported, and they're making their own cocaine. And I think the packaging says uncut or whatever. They even have like the packaging ready for it. So and then I think you can have. So they already legalized cocaine and heroin in BC, right? Legalization of cocaine in BC. Adults in BC are not subjected to criminal charges for the personal possession of small amounts of certain illegal drugs. Health Canada granted an exemption for controlled drugs and substances from January 31st, 2023 until January 31st, 2026. So it's 2.5 grams. So you can hold up to 2.5 grams of coke and heroin, basically, right? It's the Section 56 exemption. So opioids, cocaine, and methamphetamine and MDMA. So you can have 2 grams of that on you, and you can't get charged, right? You can't sell it. If you get caught selling it, then I'm pretty sure you can get charged for it. But who's gonna really know? Who's gonna really snitch? You know what I mean? That's one. Two. Since it's legal in BC, why not sell it out of the dispensary? And you know what I mean? So that way it's controlled more. Because when they legalize weed, what do they do when they legalize weed? We have dispensaries, and then the government is like, hey, you can only sell this much. The government regulates it, right? Same thing with the cocaine. They're gonna do the same thing with cocaine, opiates, and methamphetamine. Now I don't know what's gonna happen because this could end up spiraling out of control. You know what I mean? Because to let a cannabis company distribute cocaine and cannabis, one, they're going to make a shitload of money. Two, yes, the government's going to tax it and make a ton of money. However, they're doing it at the expense of citizens. If you can legally have coke on you, and I can go to a store and buy coke as long as I'm an adult and have an ID and have money. Let's say I've never tried coke before, but now it's legal to have coke on, where I can't get criminally charged. So I can buy a half gram of coke, do the coke, and be like, whoa, I like this feeling, and just start buying coke from them. Next thing you know, it can become a problem. In the next 3 years, there could be coke addicts based off because of these laws. Now, I'm not going to say everyone's going to become a coke addict, but I'm saying there's going to be coke addicts from this. There are weak-minded people on this earth. It sucks, but they're weak. They're so weak that if they do a line today and they like it, they'll keep doing lines tomorrow. Some people, they'll do a line today, they're good. Yeah, it was fine, whatever, they're good. Some people, they can pop a pill today, they're good. They don't get addicted to it. But there's a lot of people, the moment that feeling they get, and here's the thing, a lot of people like to say that you get addicted the first time you do something. It's not what it is. It's how frequent you do that thing is what gets you addicted to it. So let's say the first time you do coke, everything was fine. You're like, whatever. You don't touch coke for weeks. Next time you do it, that's whatever, right? Then there's gonna come a day where you're gonna not gonna get used to it, but you're doing it like once a week to the point where like you're not paying for it. But then there's gonna be a day where like niggas gonna be like, yo, you're always here, bro. Yo, drop a 20. All right, fuck it, just $20. All right, cool. Then there's gonna be a day where you're gonna be the only person with money. You're gonna be the only one that knows someone up, and you're gonna end up buying it, and then you're gonna have your own little stash for yourself, and then it becomes a thing. And the next thing you know, you're doing it at work, and there's addiction for anything: alcohol, weed, pills, opiates, coke, whatever the case may be, heroin. Once you become addicted, you're going to constantly do it. when I say constantly do it, you're gonna need it to function. You think you're gonna need it to function, and when you don't have it, you might be out of whack, right? So, for instance, I basically drink every day. When you stop drinking, my body was like, "Yo, you need a drink," right? Because I was getting headaches. They're like, "Yo, just have a drink," right? I was getting headaches. I was getting cranky. I was like, "Yo, I need to have a drink." But little do you know, after those 3-4 days, once you push through those 3-4 days, your body gets back to normal. It balances itself out, and next thing you know, you're chilling, right? I was smoking weed like a motherfucker. Smoking a lot of weed. It was the only thing and the best thing that I could do at the moment. But I was smoking a lot of weed. I was making sure that no matter what, even though I'm not drinking, I need to do something. Because if I don't do something, you never know what may happen, right? Because when I say never know what may happen, I might spiral out of control. I might find something else that's way worse than smoking weed. Smoking weed is safe. You can smoke as much weed as you want, and you're good. The most you're going to be is tired and hungry. Right? And once you get out of the fucking... What's that shit called? Once you get out of being burnt out, your body just comes right back. And then you can keep smoking again. You know what I mean? So, like, that's how I feel about that. I feel like a lot of dealers are going to come up off of it. If you're a dealer, and that means you can make your deals and still have shit on you, smoke some weed, still have shit on you, and you're not going to get charged for it. I think they might take it, repossess it or something, but you can't get charged for it. I'd rather that than get charged. You know what I mean? So, like, at the end of the day, like, to me, it's like walking. It's like the weed thing. You can walk around with 28 ounces, right? If I was in high school right now and I can walk around with 28 ounces, I'd be getting ounces of weed from someone and I'd be nipping that shit down. And I know, well, you have to be a certain age, right? But I know once I hit like 18, 19, you can't touch me. I'll be selling weed like a motherfucker. I'd have it nipped down by the ounce for personal use, and then I'd have a whole ounce that I would sell. Be like, oh, this guy wants an ounce, 2 ounces on me. Sell one to one guy. Now I have a whole ounce. Now I can chill outside, do whatever I want. You know what I mean? It's cool. Or if I was in college, I'd be selling hella weed in college. I could literally sell that in the hallway. Give someone a gram in the hallway. Be like, yo, e-transfer me. You know what I mean? Like, you could literally run a whole operation in college. All I know is when I was in college, I was selling a lot of weed. So that's why I'm thinking, like, yo, if I was in college and I can carry an ounce on me, because the college I went to was right by my crib. So if I could carry a whole ounce on me and nothing can happen, I'd have that, nip that down, go to the crib, grab another one, nip that down, and then keep doing that. And I'd make so much money. I wouldn't even leave the school. Because I used to be pyro. Like, I used to be like, yo, if I have too much shit on me, I'm going right back to the crib. And I'm not coming outside until someone hollers at me and they're meeting me here. And, like, that's how I was. You know what I mean? I wasn't the guy that's, like, chilling out. I'm going to be outside and make my wops. Yo, you need weed? Yo, you need weed? Yo, you need... No, I wasn't that guy. A lot of people were like that, but I wasn't that hungry because I know if I go to school, I'll find out who the weed heads are because I smoke. And I'll be like, yo, I chopped you. You chop? Oh, I'm getting off of you because you're cool. I'm not getting off of that nigga. That nigga's intimidated. You know what I'm saying? Boom. That's how you do it. But the fact that you can carry around 2.5 grams of coke now, yo, I know a bunch of coke dealers right now that are in Toronto, like, yo, I'm going to BC. I'm going to make bankroll. Because if a bunch of dispensaries start getting approved for like distributing cocaine and shit, processing and distributing cocaine, bro, you don't think one of these biker boys, a supplier, someone is not going to come up to one of these dispensaries and be like, hey, you're going to get your coke from us. You have no choice. You're getting it from us. You know what I'm saying? They're going to work something out, but you're going to get it from us. You know what I mean? And then that's when it's going to spiral out of control. Because now you're getting into really... Because the weed business is a little bit different. You know what I mean? Because I know a lot of I think with some, like, the weed growers, like, they have, like, their own greenhouses, They're more like weed companies. Like, these are weed companies that have their own greenhouses. They grow their own shit. They have people that grow it. They might, you know what I mean? So most of it's, I think, is indoor. You know what I mean? Who knows where they have their grow-ups? Could be Mexico. Who knows where, right? But you're not really... Weed, thing about weed is you're not really effing in people's territory, because anyone can grow weed and anyone can sell weed. So it's a free market. You know what I mean? It's a free market. Anybody could grow weed and sell their own weed. Anybody could sell edibles. Anybody could do whatever they want. You know what I mean? Now, cocaine, you have to get it from someone. You have to get it from a plug, and you have to, like, there's different... It's way more intricate than weed. You know what I mean? So what I'm saying is, you guys are hitting very, very, very muddy waters, very tough territory. Snowy, blizzardy waters, where that if y'all start letting these companies distribute and sell cocaine, who do you think is gonna start getting involved? Especially when you start stepping on their shit. Obviously, they might get the cocoa leaves from those guys, the people that sell it, that people that get the coke here anyways, and it'll be easier. But what do you think is gonna happen when you open that bag of worms? You know what I mean? Who knows? You're stepping on people's shit. That's all I know. If they're getting it from them, and then they're like, "Yo, we're just gonna reprocess it and call and da 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 from the government, whatever," but it has to be this purity, then whatever. But if they're saying they're gonna possess, process, and distribute, so all I know is that is
Dude, what the fuck?
that's crazy. I think that's what it is, right? Yeah. It said, hold on. Yeah, possess, produce, and sell and distribute. Possess, they can possess it, they can produce it, they can sell it, and they can distribute it, nigga. And they can carry up to 9 ounces, 250 grams of coke, bro. That's a lot of fucking money. That's crazy.
Dude, what the fuck?
Speaking of blizzards, blizzards are coming in. They're coming in, and they're gonna keep on coming in. Apparently, there's gonna be more winter freaking storms. Apparently, snow forecast increased. Blizzard conditions expected in southern Ontario. That happened like 2 days ago. That was whatever. Apparently, we're gonna get more snow, but who knows? Hopefully, it's just a bunch of
cap.
But we'll see what happens. Because that last snowfall, when I looked outside, I was like,
Lord jeez.
that was a lot of snow, bro. A lot of snow. Submerged in the snow. You can get submerged in the snow. Then you just lose it. Then you just lose it. That's just crazy that you can just get away with that, bro. Distribute and sell that much cocaine. All right, man. John Morant thinks he's a gangster. Should we keep talking about that? Not really. Apparently he's out because there was a game that happened at his crib. Words were said. John Morant went to his crib, pulled out a gat, and said, "What's up now?" Da da da. Apparently, when John Morant gets angry, he pulls out the hammer. And then now he's like, "Okay, I got to work on my anger." Blah blah blah. Nike issued a statement. Now, John Morant, I don't know if you're gonna hear this, but I'm just gonna say this once and for all. And I know a lot of people have been saying this to you, but I think you really need to grasp the seriousness of what you're doing. First of all, you're not setting a good example for all the kids that look up to you. There's a lot of kids that look up to you, right? That's one. And kids from different races. So you're setting a bad example to the point where the parents are going to be like, we're not buying you any more John Morant stuff because John Morant is a bad guy. He does bad things. So you're going to lose fans. You want to be out here doing gangster shit, cool. But you're going to disappoint the fans that you have. You're a basketball player. You have children that look up to you, right? That's number one. 2, you're worth, 400 M's, bro? You have a shoe deal. You're with Nike. What are you doing, man? Nike has dropped people off for less. They've dropped people for less, way less. What are you doing, brother? You're gonna ruin it for not only you but your family and the people that what's the word called? That rely on you financially. Right? Don't mess this up, bro. You're messing up. Because what? You want to show people you're a gangster? Just get security, bro. You can afford it. Get some security with that have guns. Easy money. Do that and then go around talking your shit, whatever, and just you have security right there. But don't be doing your shit, talking your shit, then you're out here, and then there's like a video of you with a gun, like making faces, and come on, bro, you're a basketball player. Can't have 1 foot in ball, pause, and 1 foot in the streets, bro. Because something's going to happen to you. You're either going to lose everything, regret it, and they're going to make an example out of you. That's what they did with Allen Iverson. If you don't think they didn't do that with Allen Iverson, that's what they did with Allen Iverson. They brought in a dress code and everything because Allen Iverson was out here dressing like a hood man, bro. He's dressing like a hood man. And it wasn't a good optic for TV. Everyone started dressing like hood niggas, bro, on TV, bro. And that was at a time when David Stern was trying to get the NBA to even, to move up even more. Right after the Michael Jordan era, he's trying to get the ratings to keep on going up. So it's like, yo, what can I do? I got to make this more classy. You know what I mean? So I understand that whole aspect. But Ja Morant, you need to chill, bro. You're going to lose everything if you keep on moving the way you're moving. Because no one wants to deal with a hot-headed nigga, bro. Just a hothead, period. But a hot-headed nigga and you're online doing... I don't get what's with this generation going online and showing people what you're doing. This mentality of going online and showing people what you're doing, what you're saying. I have to respond to this now. I have to reply to this now. I have to show people what time I'm on. I have to do... No. You don't have to do nothing. You don't have to do anything. Just keep it moving. You know how your life was moving the way it was before anyone said anything? Just keep doing that. The moment you feel like your life is in danger, then there's something that you have to do. But you don't have to keep freaking feeling like, yo, I got something to prove. Nigga, you are a superstar NBA player. You don't have anything to prove but getting a ring, my nigga. Focus on making the playoffs. You should be out practicing every day, hooping, working on your body, work regimen, trying to find other endorsements, trying to do acting, trying to work on other shit. But you're out here trying to just be thugging out with your niggas and shit. And I understand, like, it's cool. But do that shit with your niggas while you're out here making money, doing investments. Like, do something, man. And I know your dad's a good father, so... And I know he told you, yo, chill the fuck out. I know right now you're having fun, you're making all this money, but now you need to chill out because now you can lose everything just as fast as you got it. Chill out, man. Anyways, that's all I have to say to Ja Morant, bro. Chill out. You're doing your thing, you're killing it, bro. Just keep on killing it. Forget all the bull crap, bro. That street shit is like, come on, bro. That street shit is just, you either can go to jail, lose everything, or die. Like, look at it like this. Paid in Full. It's based off of three dealers, right? 3 street niggas. One of them betrays the other, kills him, so one's dead. One goes to jail, becomes a snitch, so he becomes a snitch, comes out, he gets killed from an unrelated reason, and then the other one basically lost everything, and now he's just chilling. He's not about no money anymore. He's not about all that bull crap. He's spiritual. He's with God. He's done with all that crap. He doesn't even like talking about it. And before Alpo died, he was gonna do one last deal, like a movie deal with Alpo, and him and Alpo were gonna sign the contract. The day before few days before they were gonna sign the contract, Alpo died. So now they can't do the deal because the man's dead. So they can't do the deal anymore. The deal's done. So, God don't like ugly at the end of the day. God do not like ugly. You know what I mean? Speaking of ugly, I'm not speaking of ugly, but Westbrook, what are you doing, man? Westbrook is on the Clippers, and I was saluting him, but like, he needs to get that. He's starting, I think, on the Clippers. He needs to get that team to a win. They almost won one game, but Westbrook missed the pass, and the other guy should have held the pass, should have held the ball. So that he should have held the ball, get fouled. You know what I mean? Hold the ball, get fouled until you're on the free throw line, score a couple points. He didn't hold the ball. Instead, he tried to do a quick, fast break to Westbrook because Westbrook's having a good game. Westbrook jumped up, missed the catch, went out of bounds. Other team gets the ball, they score, boom, they lose. So then that was the 5th game, 0 for 5. Westbrook, you need to win. You need to get a win. Like, you need to get a win, bro. Like,
Dude, what the fuck?
Like,
damn.
What are you doing? What are you doing? Like, you literally, pause. You have it in you to be the best point guard ever. One of the best point guards ever. All you need to do is win a championship and be one of the reasons why your team wins a championship. You're definitely going to be a Hall of Famer. But the way you're going out sad, brother. You're going out sad. And you wanted to stay in LA? You don't think people are just going to come watch your game just to boo you? Come on, brother. You're becoming a laughingstock. You went from everyone was intimidated by you being on the court to everyone's like, man, let this guy shoot. People are giving you room to shoot and you're not shooting because you're just gonna break everything. Your confidence is low. It's almost like the Space Jam, you know, Space Jam movie when they got the players to touch the ball and they lost all their capabilities of playing basketball and they could no longer play basketball. That's how it looks like for Westbrook every now and then. Every now and then he gets it back and he's playing, he's balling. Then every now and then, once again, he's not balling like that. And it's like, yo, bro, what are you doing? Westbrook. You're Westbrook, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like,
dude, what the fuck?
I don't know, man. Hopefully he can get through it. Luka and Kyrie are doing okay. I think they lost their last game against Phoenix. That's going to be their rivals in the West. It's going to be them two beefing. Because if you look at the conference, if you quite look at the conference NBA standings, so if you look at it, you have for the Western Conference, the Suns are 4th and the Mavericks are 7th. So that's like a little rivalry right there. Grizzlies and the Nuggets are 1st. Yep, they're killing it. Kings, surprisingly, Sacramento they've been winning, and they've been winning on like threads, like each game. Warriors, they're good. They're always going to be good. So Clippers are 8th seed, which is scary because they lose one more. They lost 5 games because of Westbrook. If they won 2 of those games, I didn't mean to scream into the mic, but if they won like 2 of those games, they would have been like 5th, 6th, right? Raptors, where are we? Raptors were 9 now, so we can make the playoffs. We just have to. The Hawks have to lose and we have to win a game so we can make the playoff. I'm just trying to make the playoffs out here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So the Bucks and the Celtics are basically, and the Sixers are whooping everything. The Cavs, Knicks, yeah. So basically the usual suspects are the top 8, and then it's usually the Raptors and the Hawks fighting for the Cavs. Yeah, usually it's like. The Cavs are like 10th, and then the Raptors and the Hawks are like fighting for whatever, you know? Anyways. Actually, no, is this the Bulls? Whatever, it doesn't matter at this point. The Hornets are, Michael Jordan, what you doing with your team? Anyways, that's it for our NBA update. The Hornets are 14th, yo. The Pistons and the Rockets, the Spurs and the Hornets, they're garbage, yo. The Trailblazers, man. Y'all niggas need to win like three games. Like, if they win like 3 games, they're back. But anyways, Dame time. I'm getting mollywopped in the fantasy league, bro. Like, I'm gonna give you guys a live update right now on my fantasy league. It's 9-2. I'm getting whooped, bro. And there's 5 games left. He has 6. I have 5. He has 6, bro. Literally, dog. I'm so cheese, my nigga. Man. And LeBron got injured. I was so mad. I was so
Man, I fell
mad.
down to my knees when the law came.
Anyways, so enough for the NBA talk. John Jones, speaking of sports, John Jones won. Shout out to John Jones. Congratulations. He is the, he won the belt. Did he win the belt? Whatever. John Jones won 285 UFC. Shout out to John Jones, yo. John Jones Bones. I remember that time where he beat up the deaf guy and he was doing the 12 o'clock, 6 o'clock elbows. And that's his first loss. That's his only loss he had because he got disqualified because he did the illegal elbows, which is crazy, right? And it was a deaf guy. When I heard it was a deaf guy, I was like,
Lord Jesus.
he beat the shit out of that guy, bro. Like crazy, 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 crazy. You know what I mean? So, John Jones, Westbrook. I don't know why people keep talking about this white and black shit with Jokic. Like, oh, Jokic is only getting that because he's white. That's why he's getting the MVP back to back. It's because he's white. No, he's consistent. He's dropping double doubles consistently, right? And he has his team as one of the top seeds. The reason why he's MVP is he has his team as one of the top. His team is the top freaking seed, bro. Like, he's the reason why his team is the top seed. They're just not good in the playoffs. They can't consistently play the same team over and over and over again because it's literally, you know what I mean? So, once you figure out Jokic has to change his game up, right? So, I think he's been changing his game up a bit, but you know why he's getting MVP. You know what I mean? What are the MVP standings right now? MVP standings. Kia, race to the MVP ladder. Jokic. Yeah, it's Jokic. I think it's Jokic and Embiid. Yeah. It's Jokic, Embiid, and Jason Tatum. Wait. Oh, never mind. It's Jokic. Hold on. There we go. Jokic, Antetokounmpo, and Jason Tatum. Jason Tatum went over Joel Embiid as of like 3 days ago. So, and if you think about it, these are like the top teams, right? Like all four of these guys are the top. They're the top teams. So you can see why they're the race for MVP because they're the best, right? Exactly. So, like, without Jokic, their team, without the Joker, bro, their team, like, the Nuggets, without the Joker, they are literally, like, an 8th seed without the Joker. Like, they're, you know what I mean? And then, same, Antetokounmpo, the Bucks ain't nothing without Antetokounmpo. They're basically would be, like, how the Raptors are now. Jason Tatum, the Celtics could... They'll still be like at least 5th, 6th. They'll be where, you know, they'll be 5th, 6th. They'll be like the Warriors, you know what I mean? But yeah. Like, I don't know why they're saying like, yo, because Jokic is white. I'm like, if you look at the stats, you look at what's going on, you look at where his team's at, there's a reason why he's number one. And why did you niggas vote? Niggas don't really vote like that anyways. I don't really see niggas voting. Niggas just look at the results and complain about it. If I voted and I put my 2 cents in it, I don't know how the voting goes, but if I voted, put my 2 cents in it, or I contributed somehow, some way, then I can get angry. But if I didn't contribute, can't really get mad at the answer. Everyone was mad that Kobe didn't win one of the MVPs, and Shaq I think was supposed to win an MVP too, and Steve Nash got both. And it's like, well, if Steve Nash wasn't on his, well, but if you look at it. I think, whatever. If Steve Nash wasn't on his team, Kobe wasn't on his team, Shaq. Yeah, you can look at it like that, but it's like, I don't know how they were running the most valuable. Yeah, you know, if you think about it, Kobe should have got one. They could have allowed Nash with one, and then Kobe or Shaq could have got one. You know what I mean? Anyways. But this whole, like, because they're white thing is like, niggas be winning MVPs all the time. like niggas. You know what I'm saying? And then a 1-2 white person wins. Oh, it's because he's white. It's like, come on, bro. What are we doing here? Or freaking Eminem. You hear what Molly Mall said about Eminem? Eminem, dog. This is supposed to be our
what you think about legend. Eminem being at number 5 on the Billboard Top 50 Rappers of All Time list?
And I don't know why people are tripping over this Billboard list, yo.
Obviously, he's a capable rapper. If you was talking about sales, he sold more than everybody. If you're talking about rhyme style, okay, he got a rhyme style. But he's white. He's white.
What? What does that have anything to do
So
with
now,
it?
if Eminem was just another nigga like all the rest of us, would he be top 5 on that list when a nigga that can rhyme just as good as him is 35? That had records and all that. He's 35. He's white. So now you could be, anybody could be as mad as they could feel how they want to feel. If you don't think that race plays a part in the equation of how great he is. I heard one of the dudes that's down with him, Royce the 6'9", or Roy, was one of, I heard he's just as good as Eminem. Why ain't he as big as Eminem? Because he black. Ain't none of that shit hard to figure out.
First off, have you ever heard about the tale of the ugly duckling? The reason why they called the ugly duckling, people looked at the ugly duckling. If you don't know about the tale of the ugly duckling, a duck has a bunch of children. One of them does not look like any of the other children. All the other children look alike, right? So that one stands out. So everyone's watching what that one does. And then the moment that one does something good, he gets praised more than the other ducks because that one stands out, right? That is basically what it is. Now, for us to say that there are people that can rhyme like Eminem and da-da-da-da, there's a lot of people that can rhyme like Kendrick, a lot of people that rhyme like Cole, a lot of people, but they're not as big as them, are they? There's a lot of people that could rhyme like fucking Tech Nine. There's a lot of people that could rhyme like a lot of rappers. I'm talking about Future, anybody, but they're not as big though, right? You wanna know why? Eminem is Eminem. Eminem became big not just because of his music. It was what was in his music. He was talking about his wife, his kids, he was being personal, so you knew about him. That's what gravitated people towards him. It wasn't just about him rhyming and flippity flopping, and when he was talking about his life and getting into it, those were the songs that people appreciated and liked more about Eminem. You know what I mean? Everyone knew he could rap his ass off, but when he actually was talking about his life and what he's going through, everyone were like, he's him. And there was a lot of kids growing up that could relate to him, right? So for you could look at it like, nah, man, it's because he's white. That's why he's top 5. But that is a subjective list. It's not objective. Eminem will tell you himself that he's not top 5. Right? They put Eminem in top 5 because of what Eminem accomplished and where he's at in life and how big he is right now. Eminem's a megastar. He can do stadium tours. You know what I mean? So for you to not say he's like top 5, come on, bro, or like top 10, he has to be top 10 or something. You know what I mean? He's been around since the 1900s, and he's still popping right now. Like, he could drop an album. The album's going to go platinum. Whether you heard it, whether you liked it, it's going to go platinum. Like, so it doesn't matter anymore. You know what I mean? So, yes, he is top 10 rapper of all time. Nothing you can do about it. At your time, during your time, if you came out now, niggas probably wouldn't, and you did the same rhyme scheme and everything, you think niggas would be fucking with you? We can look at, there's so many angles that we can look at and be like, oh, it's because of this, it's because of this. No. M did his thing, and this is when hip-hop was becoming way more popular. It wasn't just a genre of music that mostly black people listened to. When M was doing his thing, not only was M wasn't the only white rapper that's out here. You had Mark Wahlberg doing his thing. You had the Beastie Boys. You had Vanilla Ice. He wasn't the only white rapper. You know what I mean? He was just the one that stood out of all of them. He did his groundwork. He did battle rap. He did all this. So for y'all to be like, oh, he's only great because he's white, like he didn't put in work, like his skin color is the only reason why, that's bullshit. You know what I mean? You're just that's literally straight
cap.
That's it. We can't just be looking at a nigga's skin tone and being like, yo, man, it's because of this. That's why that transpired. Jokic is a good player. If a black player was doing the numbers that Jokic is doing and had his team at the number 1 seed, he would be MVP too. There's a reason why Embiid and Giannis are... There's 3 niggas there and 1 white boy, and you're trying to be him mad because he's white. The top 5, there's 4 black niggas there, and the top 1 is white, is black, and there's 1 white boy there, and you niggas are like, it's because he's white. You want it to just be all black people? Like, yes, it could be all black people. Your top 5. But some other people's top 5, they might include M in there. Some people might include an artist that just came out 20 years ago in their top 5 of all time. And they probably never even heard a rhyme for you. I've heard some rhymes from Melly Mel before, but he can't be out here saying like, you know what I mean? Like, he can't be out here saying like, he's only the top rapper because he's white. He's still rapping. You're not, I don't see you on any records doing anything. If you were still rapping, making hits and everything, you would probably be in the top 10, top 15 rapper of all time, brother. And you would be in everyone's top 10 if you were still making bangers, still making music, still dropping albums. Yes, you'd be in the top 20 all time. All time. You can't even move your position. You know what I'm saying? But niggas ain't rapping anymore, and then they start talking about how things used to be or how things should be. If you think that's how things should be, you are a hip-hop pioneer. You should have some pull. That's 1. 2, nigga, if you could talk, if you called Eminem would have nothing but respect for you, bro. So for you to say that shit about him, come on, bro. Come on, bro. Shut up. Stop using his skin tone as a mechanism to use it against him. You know what I mean? It's stupid. Stupid to me. All right. We are almost done. We got... So Andrew Tate does not have cancer. Y'all are effed up. Y'all are effed up. Very effed up for trying to wish cancer on dude. Like y'all were so happy, bro. So happy that that there were reports that he got cancer. Everyone was like, "Oh my God!" Everyone was partying. Everyone was like, "Yeah, he's dead." That made me like really, really, really look at people and say, "Wow." I knew about it like when XXXTentacion died, and I was like, "Yeah, good for him." And then because he's a rapist, he's this and that. And then when you look at it, the alleged girl, right, that he did those things to, cried when he died. It was like he didn't deserve that. Come on, man. Y'all are effed up. Oh, yo, Andrew, I don't like Andrew Tate. So if he gets cancer, good for him. Y'all are messed up because when y'all get something, when y'all get a disease or something, there's going to be people that are going to be happy that you got it. Like, come on, man. What are you guys doing? Would you be happy if someone that you love, someone you cared about got cancer and people were laughing about them? Even though they might have been a piece of shit. People are laughing like, yeah, I hope they die. That's fucked up, man. I personally think like the people that are doing that, they have no heart. They have no willpower. They're miserable, weak people that y'all don't even deserve to be on this earth to them. Nasty people. And speaking of nasty, bro, Angela Yee, man. Angela Yee, I was rooting for you to do your own show and all that, and then now you're talking about how you're the only woman and da-da-da. Bro, doesn't Charlemagne the God always talk about how, like, he's always around women, always chills with women, champions women? Doesn't Charlemagne the God always have, like, Taylor with him, like his producer Taylor? Like, Taylor's one of his producers. That's a woman. Most people that he works with are women. So you're not... And DJ Envy was like, yo, man, Angela Yee, that is...
Cap.
You know what I mean? Because... behind the scenes, there's plenty of women. The president of iHeart, I think, is a black woman. So for you to be out here saying I was the only woman and da-da-da, you need to play the woman card and play the victim? Like, come on. And then Lil Mama went in on you. Lil Mama's like, Like, oh, please, she was up there playing foul games too. She had helped make multiple women of color especially feel like the only woman in that room numerous of times. Yup. Facts. In this, isn't this the same, Erica Mina goes, isn't this the same woman who helped DJ Shrimp play along in the living this double life once upon a time? One of the few at a time that actually knew the truth of him being married, because the truth is for years he never openly acknowledged that, which is why one of the many reasons he was with. She would be hanging out with us knowing I was absolutely unaware that he was indeed married, but still joined in him fabricating this cry wolf scenario on radio just so he can save face in his broken marriage. The same woman that spoke about my child on air just to help him degrade me. The fucking nerve. Boy, do things come full circle. She's talking about being a woman and womanhood and all this shit. She likes to play that card, but then she's known to cast in a lot of shade. That Jada Pinkett that interview with August Alsina, you want to talk about womanhood and shit? If you're really about that womanhood, you know what you would have done? You would have said, "Hey yo, Jada, August is out here talking wild about your name." You know what I mean? I'm not gonna even post it. If it's true or not, I'm not gonna post it. You know what I mean? But I'm just letting you know, August is out here talking wild about you. Something. Instead, she decided to drop it because it's news, and then disgusting behavior, man. Angela Yee, man, that's just nasty. You can't be out here claiming, oh, I was the only woman and blah 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 when they champion women over there. And then there have been times where you came Michelle. There have been times where you spoken poorly about some women on there, and you're trying to talk about sisterhood and shit. You only call it the sisterhood card when it only appeases your narrative. That's facts. So I'm off of that. And to cap it off, let's cap it off with something funny.
You calling me a deadbeat because I tell them I was being irresponsible, yet not wearing protection. But I always tell these women that I got pregnant that I do not want to be a father to these children. What the fuck? And I offer to pay for the abortion. Majority of times they'll either take the abortion or they'll take a plan B. But only these 7 have kept these children. But the crazy thing about it is they want me to be responsible for some children I told them I did not want.
Oh yeah.
So for some years now, some of them been trying to get in contact with me. Access denied. Because I don't really know why you trying to get in contact with me. I done told you I did not want them kids. So don't expect me to be responsible financially, emotional, spiritually, mentally, or physically with some kids I do not want. And I don't give a fuck what nobody think about it. You're not going to force children up on me. Yeah, we both made the decision to lay down and have intercourse. We both was irresponsible about the decisions we made that night. Yeah, I could have pulled out, but I didn't. And I ain't care to pull out because I'm not the one that's going to have to carry a baby for 9 months. It's the woman. In my opinion, women should be more careful on who they sleep with.
Facts.
Because you're going to be like, one of my baby mamas trying to find me so I can financially support a kid I done told her or them I did not want. Another thing is, these just jump offs. These the type of women that I ain't even had to do nothing for. The bare minimum, but they gave me access to their body, and they think I want to be
you're talking about your children's
to a child
mom like that,
for one of them? Like,
you're talking about your children.
I don't even
like
have
that,
no type of love for these women. How do they expect me to love these children?
Oh my God.
Before y'all say, oh, he irresponsible, he a deadbeat, he don't take accountability. Yeah, I do. I just don't give a fuck. You ain't gonna force these children on me when I told you I ain't want them. Yeah, I can offer to pay for abortion, but at what point can I force a woman to go get an abortion? I cannot. A woman say, my body, my choice, but
He says, my life, my choice. All right, so let's just put it like this.
Dude, what the fuck?
He's messed up for that. Because, he has a point, which is messed up. That
you calling me a deadbeat.
It's messed up. My bad. It's messed up, right? Because you can agree with what he's saying. However, it's not what it's about. It's about the kids, man. It's the kids. You can have 7 baby mamas and not want to be with the baby mama, but you still have to love the child that came out of her. That's your child. You can not claim the child all you want, but that's still your child. So for you to say that is like, that's messed up. And imagine your child gets older, sees this video, and sees that his dad looks at him as worthless, his dad doesn't love him. That's either going to motivate him to become the best man he could be, or he's going to go down a very, very dark path. I'm telling y'all. Or somewhere in the middle. He'll go down, and then he'll come back up. Or shit was going good for him, and he'll go down. Like, who knows? But that is messed up to say. Your children, forget the mom. Your children, brother. You have 7 kids that you do not care about because you don't care about the mom. Vice versa goes for the women that don't care about the dad anymore. The relationship didn't work out and they poisoned the kids, so the kids don't like. Come on, man. Leave the kids alone. Love the children. Be with the children, man. You know what I mean? Like, we want to end it on a positive note. What he said was kind of funny though. We want to end it on a positive note. You know, love thy children. Don't have sex without a condom if you're not going to love the children that come out of it. That's what I feel about it. The consequences, children, an STD or something. But you should always use protection, man. Especially if you're not going to help raise the kid or give a damn about the kid. Use protection, my nigga. Oh, it doesn't feel good with the condom. Nigga, if you can't afford to have a kid or if you're not going to take care of the kid, then nigga, like, Don't be having sex without a condom. If you know what the consequences and you're gonna deal with it, do whatever you want. You know what I mean? But y'all better already know. This was the IVP with Dr. IBZ. This was episode 115. The IVP with Dr. IBZ, episode 115. The Imperfect Event Podcast with Dr. IBZ, episode 115. You already know what to do, what it is. Y'all be safe, stay tuned, stay blessed. You already know. Peace. Watch out for these freaking weirdos, man. These people are weird, bro. Peace.